Those cape amounts are ridiculous. Everyone, this is Electro Living Weather back for another video. Hope you guys are doing well in today's video, as we are doing currently. Anyways, today's video will be about the upcoming severe weather, potentially outbreak, that will be happening on Tuesday, May 4th. So we are potentially looking at a very major outbreak occurring this day. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that right in today's video at this time. But before I do get started with the video, I would like for you guys to check out Weather for Life. I know I've said this quite a bit, but I do want to get this channel out there because we are trying to do stuff with this channel. Of course, we haven't been doing too much with it lately, but we're trying to do weekly forecasts on this channel with updates on Wednesdays. So yes, I would really like for you guys to check out this channel. Please make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you guys can get notified for all the uploads we do on this channel. But anyways, yes, let's get right into the forecasting video today. All right, so here is the NAM 3 kilometer as we are seeing for May 3rd, and as we can see here, this is all the stuff from some of the leftover this is all the leftover storms from the severe weather event that we did have on May 2nd, which was a slight, did bring a couple tornado touchdowns, as I did hear of. But anyways, that will actually move up into the mid-Atlantic going into May 3rd. That actually will be going up into the northeast on May 3rd, so that is something to keep an eye on. But that's not our the main issue we have for severe weather in the next coming days. It is something to do with this low pressure system that was actually once out here near the west coast anyways. So go and take a look at this system very closely. Here's the low pressure system, 987 millibars, so that's pretty decent. So I want you guys to watch this, all of this very closely as we do head into the 3rd of May. So that right there continues to move on. And then this here is what we are really going to be looking at. All of this stuff here is what we will mainly be watching going into Tuesday. So all that energy coming in from this has something to do with this. So here's May 4th, Tuesday. So as we are seeing here, we are seeing some of those storms go up into the Ohio Valley on Tuesday. Some of those storms that did form out there, some of those bow echoes as we're seeing. But then there's some stuff that forms all along in Tennessee and Alabama right there. So those are some little clusters of storms that'll potentially form up there, which will move off. And then the biggest thing that I'm worried about is this line. That right there is what I'm very worried about. So that is going to potentially be moving over a lot of parts of the northern half of Mississippi, and a lot of Alabama too will be affected by this. Georgia as well. but it looks like the that uh storm that's in front of the storm that was in Mississippi and Alabama, looks like that they kind of come together to create this one storm front, as you're seeing right here. So that looks like that it will potentially move off down off the coast potentially as we do move into the 5th of May. Um, so let's go ahead and now take a look at the temperatures for the day. So there's the 3rd of May. And as we're seeing right here, those are those bow echoes I was talking to you guys about earlier before I started mentioning about the main threat. So, of course, that does move off. It moves into Arkansas, which could potentially bring some damaging winds and some hail to those guys over there. As we're seeing here, we can see some of this colder air right here. That's where our first line of storms are. So it looks like it will, of course, move off into the Carolinas. And then we can see that big, huge cold air mass all right here coming in from the northwest, which will move down into the Dixie Valley area, deep south. But just take a look at this. You can really see that right there. That is the main storm front that I am saying that I'm very worried about. So it's like after the cold front does come through, it looks like that it could drop to being quite cold. Looks like those in Arkansas are seeing in the upper 40s there as the storm front does come over them. But yes, this does look like it will be a very strong front as it does come over. Dew point temperatures, we're going to go and take a look at that currently. So, of course, here's our first line of storms that happens on the day of May 4th, going over Arkansas right there, which it'll really take up some of that moisture in Arkansas, as we did see there. And then here's what'll be happening in the deep south. Of course, right here is where we are seeing that first line of thunderstorms. But then right here, we can really see that division between the dew point temperatures all along here. And that is where our main line will be, which will move over Mississippi and Alabama in the next coming days. And just taking a look at that, those dew point amounts, that's a lot of those are some pretty warm dew point temperatures as we're seeing. So very moist air, of course, can really help fire up the storms, along with the Cape amounts, which I am going to take a look at in a second once we do get finished with the dew point amounts. So, of course, yes, we still have all this moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, which that'll be bringing a lot of moisture for these storms to develop, quite a lot. So let's go ahead and get into the Cape. I want you guys to check this out. I want you guys to look at this, because this is really insane. This is why I'm worried, because we can see that those Cape amounts are almost maxed out. Like, this is insane, you guys. So seeing these Cape amounts along with all of that moisture in the air and all those really warm temperatures, we will be seeing potentially a very major outbreak along with this. Like that, we can see right there. That is where the storm is. The main line right here is where the is where the first line is, but that main line right there, you can just see right in front of it, we're seeing huge amounts of CAPE in the atmosphere. So that's gonna move over northern Mississippi and looks like north central Alabama will be affected quite a lot by this main line of storms, along with Georgia. So a lot of these guys in the South will potentially be seeing quite a lot of severe weather come Tuesday, May 4th. So something to really keep our eyes on because this could potentially be a very major outbreak, as I said, from seeing all of that moisture and all of that energy in the air. So let's go ahead and now take a look at the bulk shear. And right here, of course, where our line of storms are, that's where our main line of storms are. First line is right here, main line is here. And as we are seeing quite a lot of bulk shear, you guys. So let's see, we're seeing knots into almost 80 knots of bulk shear, which is actually quite a lot of bulk shear. Which tornadoes need bulk shear to really ramp up. So we could potentially be seeing quite a lot of supercellular activity. Look at that, 85 knots in that area. I have my thing over. That is insane. So we could potentially be seeing some a lot of supercellular activity happen in this area, which could potentially lead to a lot of tornadic activity. So yes, tornadoes will be quite a big threat for this outbreak, as we are seeing here. So supercell composite, as we're seeing here, this is of course May 4th. First line, once again, right there. Second line, right there. As we're seeing quite a lot of that supercell composite in the area that the storms will be moving over, which this could also, of course, lead to a lot of supercellular activity and a lot of potentially strong tornadoes could form up with all of this supercell composite as well being in the air. So tornado parameter. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tornado parameter. And as we're seeing going into May 4th, we're seeing a lot of that down here. We're seeing a lot of that tornadic activity potentially happening in on the border of Mississippi and Alabama right there. In the entire line here, there's just quite a bit of that going on in this area. So yes, once again, this could be a very major outbreak that we could potentially be seeing on Tuesday. So yes, first line right there, and then the second line. But then it also looks like that it could potentially move up. So yeah, all of this here, that's all of the storms that we're seeing from Tuesday. And it looks like that we're seeing quite a lot of storms going on up here as well in the Ohio Valley and going into the northeast. But it looks like that it does kind of die out due to the mountains that we have along here. So which is good news for those on in the mid-Atlantic all along here. But we are seeing some of that go up into the New England area and New York. So something to really watch out for. Let's go and take a look at what's going on up here too. Dew point. So yes, again, we are seeing quite a lot of moist air going on up here as the storms do move through. If I'm right, that is where the line of storms are. Yes, it is. So that's where all of our storms are. We're seeing quite a bit of moist air going on all along here. Not as much going on down here, but still something to really watch out for those in the Ohio Valley. Temperatures. Let's go ahead and take a look at temperatures for those up in the Ohio Valley. And yes, that very cold air mass coming in from the northwest comes down behind those storms that we're seeing in the Ohio Valley. Um, yes, theirs is our temperature division between the cold air mass, and the warm air mass, which is all of this right here, of course. All these guys are seeing very warm temperatures in the mid-Atlantic right there. We're seeing some places seeing into the 90s, which is very warm. Um, so, anyways, that is so far what I got for today's forecast. So once again, if you guys haven't, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. Please be sure to do that. And turn on post notifications so you guys can get notified for my latest uploads, because I would be very thankful if you guys did all of that. Also, if you guys haven't, be sure to join our very great Discord server. Link is in the description for that. The Weather for Life Discord server, just named after our channel that we are running. And once again, I will go and mention to you guys about this channel. If you guys haven't, please be sure to go check this channel out. Very great channel we are doing. We are going to try and do more on this channel. So if you guys haven't, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on that notification icon for notifications for every single upload we do post on this channel. So I would be very thankful if you guys did that. But anyways, that is today's forecast on Electro Live and Weather. And I really do thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.